So Conan is still doing Pilates for like the
You forgot
past
to
weekend.
introduce yourself.
Yeah, so we're playing Mass Effect here. I'm Josh Field.
I'm Randy Johnson.
And I'm Seamus Young.
Why don't you hit that button, Conan? This is not the time for you to be working out. You know, I'm kind of regretting telling him to push the button.
Are we still not saying the E word?
The caged magic carpet.
Oh, thank goodness. I wonder what the last elevator in the game is. Is that the... No, there's another elevator when we get back to the Citadel.
Yeah, and there's also an elevator to go down and talk to a computer. Yeah, there are still elevators, Seamus.
Oh, I think the last elevator is the one that blows up on you, isn't it?
Oh, thanks for ruining that. I was gonna make a comment about that one, but
I thought Saren would have set some kind of trap.
now you
I'm sure
ruined
our
it.
viewers will forget about it by the time we get there.
Or we just haven't
Forget about what?
yet.
Oh,
Yeah,
you
Josh,
guys,
it's
you
not
gotta
our viewers that are
comment.
going to forget about it first, though.
Yeah, and we're all recording this in one go here.
What are all those things on the wall?
What is this giant place for? Oh, it's
They
for...
look like stasis pods.
The Protheans made this to, like,
Protheans
store
probably try to keep
themselves.
themselves alive through cryogenic freezing.
That's a very
Not
interesting
really
way
sure
of
what-
putting it.
Wrong, though.
Not really sure why they separated themselves so much. Hey, why are you shooting at me? And why am I on a loading screen that is preventing me from returning fire? Your rockets tickle, my rockets kill. Okay, I guess we're gonna come to a halt while we blow this guy up because the Mako does not want to respond.
It's good to know that through all that, the Mako is still a terrible car.
Barrel roll was
I
unnecessary.
do love the light coming down. Although this would be a terrible thing if I wanted to keep my civilization in storage. I would not. I would want it to be in a sealed place that is not going to be torn apart by weather.
It's a trap! Saren must have set an ambush.
I believe that's natural
I
light
don't
coming into
think
the
Saren's
ceiling.
behind this.
Oh, did he just Akbar us?
He even sounded like Akbar.
That was deliberate. I'm sure that has to be deliberate. I want to believe that that's deliberate on the part of the people at BioWare.
More incredibly far spaced out stasis pods.
This is pretty much the only reason why these elevators are better,
Automated trap.
because you can see that.
Yeah,
Triggered it.
because you can see cool
Reminds me of the
stuff.
Tower of Terror.
It does, doesn't
Although it's not much of a loading screen if you can already see the stuff on the other side of it. I think these are just straight up transport and not loading screens.
You are not
Okay, this is a
Prothean,
really cool
but
looking
you are
room.
not machine either. This eventuality was one of many that was anticipated. This is why we sent our warning through the beacons.
Looks like some kind of VI program. Pretty badly damaged.
I do not sense the taint of indoctrination upon any of you.
Now it's interesting,
Unlike the
you
others
understand the
that passed
Prothean
recently,
language because of
perhaps
your
there is still
contact with
hope.
those beacons.
Wait a minute.
But these
How
other
come I
two
can understand you? Why
don't.
aren't you speaking
So
the
that means
Prothean
this whole, and
language?
this is
Or,
a long
you
bit
know,
of
now they do.
exposition.
Communication since you arrived at this facility.
I like how you were
translated
saying
my
that,
people
and then
into a
Tali
format you will
completely
comprehend.
contradicted what you were just saying.
My name
Is it really? I
That was
did
a
not
nice
remember
touch.
that at
Here for
all.
the
No,
moment,
that's cool.
But that is likely
That's
to
cool
change.
because I was just about to
Soon, no
say
one
this
will be
is
safe.
would be odd if the two of them just listened to this gibberish conversation
you
for
some
10
kind
minutes
of
because this is one of the
artificial
longer
intelligence
conversations
program?
in the game.
I am an
I
advanced
think this is
non-organic
the longest
analysis
conversation
system
in the game,
with
actually, if
personality
you go through all the
imprints
options.
from Kesad Aishan, Chief Overseer of the Ilos Research Facility.
Saren could be at the conduit right now. We have to go.
You seek to end a cycle that has continued for millions of years. To stop it, you must first understand it, or you will make the same mistakes we did. The Citadel is the heart of your civilization and the seat of
We are going to go through all these
as
options,
it
right?
was with us, and as it has been with every civilization.
Because this is
that
like
came
the
before
biggest
us.
exposition drop in the
But
entire
the Citadel
game.
is a trap. The station is actually an enormous mass.
Yeah, I'm
relay,
actually withholding
one
some of my
that links
comments
to
until we
dark
get
space,
through it, because this
the
is pretty
empty
important.
void beyond the galaxy's horizon. When the Citadel relay is activated, the Reapers will pour through, and all you know will be destroyed.
How come nobody ever noticed the Citadel was an inactive mass relay?
The Reapers are careful to keep the greatest secrets of the Citadel hidden. That is why they created a species of seemingly benign organic caretakers. The Keepers maintain the station's most basic functions. They enable any species that discovers the Citadel to use it without fully understanding the technology. Reliance on the Keepers ensures no other species will ever discover the Citadel's true nature. Not until the relay is activated and the Reapers invade.
How
I
the
do wonder
Reapers
about that,
survive
though.
Out in dark space.
We have only theories.
Yeah, it
researchers
does
here
seem like
came
an
to believe
unstable
the
plan
Reapers
on their
enter
part.
prolonged
They have the
states of
place
inactivity
maintained
to
by the
conserve
Keepers,
energy.
so that, you know, people
This
will
allows
just
them
find
to
the
survive the
Citadel,
thousands
move
thousands
in,
of
and
years
begin
takes for
using it.
organic
But
civilization to rebuild itself. But
that
in
seems
this
like a big
state,
assumption,
they
and
are
in fact,
vulnerable.
it's a bit of a stretch to even believe
By
that
retreating beyond
the
edges of
existing races
galaxy,
would just put
they
up with
ensure
that. It
no
wouldn't
one will
investigate the
accidentally
Citadel
I mean,
out
like,
of sheer
keep their
curiosity.
existence hidden
37
until the
million
Citadel
years and no
relay
one
is
went...
activated.
Okay, let's figure out what the hell these Keepers
Reapers
are.
could wipe out the council
Let's find out
and
where
the
they
entire
go
Citadel
when they go
fleet in a
up,
single surprise
when they
attack.
go through that little door there.
That was our fate.
I understand
Our
it's
leaders were dead
dangerous, but
before
that would
we
probably
even
just make
realized
people
we
more
were under
curious.
attack. The Reapers seized control of the Citadel, and through it, the mass relays. Communication and transportation across our empire were crippled. Each star system was isolated, cut off from the others. Easy prey for the Reaper fleets. Over the next decades, the Reapers systematically obliterated our people. World by world, system by system, they methodically wiped us out.
Some of you must have managed to survive.
Through the Citadel, the Reapers had access to all our records, maps, census data. Information is power, and they knew everything about us. Their fleets advanced across every settled region of the galaxy. Some worlds were utterly destroyed. Others were conquered, their populations enslaved. These indoctrinated servants became sleeper agents under Reaper control. Taken in as refugees by other Protheans, they betrayed them to the machines. Within a few centuries, the Reapers had killed or enslaved every Prothean in the galaxy. They were relentless, brutal, and absolutely thorough.
I do like the
What do
detail
the
that it
Reapers
wasn't
get
an
out of this?
instantaneous
Why do they keep
extinction.
repeating this pattern of genocide over and over?
I do too.
The Reapers are alien, unknowable. Perhaps they need slaves or resources. More likely they are driven by motives and goals organic beings cannot hope to comprehend. In the end, what does it matter?
And there's their cop out
Your
again.
survival
Oh,
depends
their
on
goals
stopping
are
them,
just too
not in
complicated for your petty
understanding them.
mind. Instead of just, I mean, this guy should just say, oh, we
You
don't
said
know
you brought me
either.
here for a reason.
But he
Tell me what
uses
I
the
need to
same
The
stupid
conduit is the key.
excuse that
Before
the
the Reapers attacked, we
Sovereign
Protheans
used,
were on
which
the
is,
cusp
well,
of
you just can't
unlocking
comprehend
mysteries
the answer.
behind mass relay
I don't think it was
technology.
really a
man, try
cop-out
me.
in this game.
Hylos was a top-secret facility.
It's just what it led up to
Here,
in the next game,
researchers
which
worked
we
to
won't talk
create a
about until we
small-scale
get to it.
version of a mass relay, one that linked directly to the
Oh, I
Citadel,
agree there, but I'm
the
just
hub
saying
of the relay
for
network.
for him to say that was just silly.
The conduit's not a weapon. It's a back door onto the Citadel.
How did you manage to stay hidden?
All official records of our
So yeah, hey,
project were
guy.
destroyed in the initial attack on the
Remember that
While the
whole
Prothean
how we
Empire
were
came crashing
we were
down,
talking with the council, like
Hylos
what
was spared.
what does Saren want? What the hell is he
We
going
sent
after?
no
What is this conduit?
communication with the outside,
Yeah,
and our
all that
facility went dark. The
that
personnel
talk and that
retreated
planning
underground
and that
into these
wondering.
archives. To conserve resources,
His ultimate
everyone
goal?
was put into cryogenic
We were
stasis.
standing
I was
on it.
programmed to monitor the facility and wake the staff
Yep,
when the
his
danger had
entire
passed.
goal was to get to the Citadel.
But the genocide of an entire species is a long, slow process.
It's like,
Years passed, decades, centuries,
oh,
The
this is
Reapers
some cool
persisted,
stuff like
and my
that.
energy reserves were dwindling.
I mean, these
You should have
visuals.
fought.
We were a few
Yeah.
hundred against a galactic invasion fleet. Our only hope was to remain undetected. I began to disable the life support of
You
non-essential
wussies.
personnel. First support staff, then security. One by one, their pods were shut down to conserve
I mean,
energy.
it seems like if the
Eventually,
goal
only
is
the
to get
stasis
onto the
pods,
Citadel
the
and
top
take
scientists
control of it,
remained active.
Saren, who had free reign to
Even
come and
these were in
go,
danger of failure
seems like it
when
would
the
make a
Reapers
lot more
finally
sense to
retreated
just
back
smuggle
through
a
the
few
Citadel
geth on.
relay.
You know, just as you come and go, drop a
There
few
were
geth
hundreds
on
of stasis pods
every
out
time you
there.
show up.
You just shut them
Pack
down
them
and
into a
kill
few
Yeah.
rooms that you're
You couldn't let
renting.
everyone die.
You know, once
Better
you've
than
got a few
sacrifice
thousand
some
of
so
them
others
loaded
can live.
around,
This
then
outcome was not completely unforeseen.
unleash them. and
I
I mean,
let them play
Benezia
around.
did that
Result of
once
contingency
on
programming
Novaria
entered on my
and brought
creation.
like a whole brigade worth of
I
geth
bet
with
they
her.
didn't tell the non-essential
That's
staff
true.
about this contingency.
I
And that
saved
place looked
key
more secure than the
personnel.
Citadel.
When the Reapers retreated, the top researchers were still alive. My actions are the only reason any hope remains. When the researchers woke, they realized the Prothean species was doomed. There were only a dozen individuals left, far too few to sustain a viable population. Yet they vowed to find some way to stop the Reapers from returning, a way to break the cycle forever. And they knew the Keepers were the key.
Aren't they under the influence of the Reapers?
The Keepers are controlled by the Citadel. Before each invasion, a signal is sent through the station compelling the Keepers to activate the Citadel relay. After decades of feverish study, the scientists discovered a way to alter this signal. Using the conduit, they gained access to the Citadel and made the modifications. This time, when Sovereign sent the signal to the Citadel, the Keepers ignored it. The Reapers are trapped in dark space.
Saren can use the conduit to bypass all the Citadel's external defenses.
Correct. And once inside, he can transfer control of the station to Sovereign. Sovereign will override the Citadel systems and manually open the relay. And the cycle of
His
extinction
whole goal
will
was to
begin
get
again.
in there and give control of the
I'll
station,
take Sovereign down.
which he would have had.
somehow.
Nobody would have
There's
even
a data
questioned
file
him
in
if
my
he went in
console.
and hit the button
Take a copy when you go.
to make that
When
happen.
you reach the
Yeah, that's
Citadel's
the
master
big problem
control
with all
unit,
this, is
upload it
that-
to the station.
Yeah,
Up
before
until
you even
Eden
before you
Prime,
even became
Citadel's security protocols and give you
Yeah,
temporary control.
he had
of the
been
station.
he had been looking
It
for
might
the
give you a
conduit
chance
for
against
long
Sovereign.
before like you ever got involved.
Wait,
But
Where's
before
the
Eden
Citadel's
Prime,
master
nobody
control?
knew that he had
I've
gone
never heard
rogue.
of anything like that.
Through the
Nobody knew
conduit,
about his
Right.
geth involvement or
Follow
anything.
Sam.
So
he will lead you to your destination.
why all
And I
the
understand-
subterfuge? Why not just take
Yeah.
the control room by force and before anyone knows what's happening, just drop the Reaper fleet in?
Yeah, and
If the
I would
Reapers are
understand
trapped
that
in
maybe
dark
he
space,
didn't
how did
understand
Sovereign
that end
get
goal,
It is
but
logical
Sovereign
to
did.
assume the Reapers
Sovereign
will leave one of their own behind
Sovereign wouldn't get
after reaching
confused by this
station.
side quest
The
business.
Sentinel to pave the way for their inevitable return. Like those in dark space, Sovereign probably spent most of the last 50,000 years in a state of hibernation. Periodically, it would wake to analyze the situation.
And I do have to laugh at them if
Keeping
they
its
put
existence
themselves out
hidden,
into dark
it would
space, which would
evaluate the
just
state
be
of
the
galactic
void
civilization.
between the
And when
galaxies,
the
where
time
there's
was
just
right,
millions
it
of
would
light
signal the
years
Citadel and usher
to
in the next
to
Reaper
anywhere.
invasion.
And if they went out there with only
But
one
this time
doorway
the
back,
signal
then
failed.
the Reapers
The
are dumb.
Keepers did not respond. Sovereign's allies were trapped in the void. Alone, it was forced to try and discover what had gone wrong.
Sovereign's the largest ship in the galaxy. Why all this secrecy? Why not just attack the Citadel?
Sovereign is not invincible. Revealing its true nature would have united the forces of every organic species against it. Even a Reaper couldn't survive such odds. But the Reapers are patient. They will not rush into the unknown. Sovereign could have been planning this for centuries, moving deliberately, gathering allies. Slowly, it has assembled the pieces of the puzzle, working through agents to keep itself hidden. Saren is the most visible pawn of the Reapers, but I doubt he was the first. Now Sovereign has grown bold. Whether from confidence or desperation, I cannot say. But it is determined to reopen the portal to dark space.
What about the beacon on Eden Prime? And the one on Vermeer? What
And all
would
of a
they-
sudden, this guy seems to be pretty
our
up on
apex,
current
the beacons
events.
span the
Like, I
breadth of
thought
our
he was
empire.
stuck here, like
We
this
use them
VI
as
we're
a single
talking to.
galaxy-wide
I thought he
network
was stuck
to
here,
transmit data and
um,
communications rapidly from world to
you know,
world.
just waiting for someone to talk to, but now he seems to understand the
Virtually all
whole
the beacons were destroyed during the
um,
invasion.
Sovereign,
But once the
Saren, he
Reapers
knows
were
all
gone,
these names
the
and what's
survivors
going
here
on.
Ilos decided to risk sending out a message.
I wonder if he had access to the beacon.
We knew it was unlikely there were other survivors.
Yeah, I'm
But
not
if
saying
they
it's a
were,
plot. I'm not
we
saying
wanted
it's a
them to
plot
know
hole in the
about
sense that
Ilos.
that should be impossible.
wanted to
I'm
give
just
them
saying it's
hope.
interesting that
So a
he's
message was
as
sent across the network.
informed as he is for being a VI buried in a hidden planet that nobody supposedly knows about.
Yeah.
I guess he's been watching the news. But it's not like this
Get
stuff would be on the
CNN
news.
down here?
Well, and it's not like talking about Saren would be on the news anyway.
Yeah.
So when the Reapers created the Citadel, they created the Keepers as well?
A more likely scenario is that the Keepers were one of the early harvested civilizations. Perhaps the very first. Perhaps they responded well to indoctrination, or the Reapers simply bred them to be obedient. In any case, they were left behind to operate and maintain the Citadel. But the Keepers are no longer directly controlled by Sovereign or its ilk. They evolved so that they only respond to the signals emitted by the Citadel itself. The Protheans altered the Citadel's signals. They broke Sovereign's hold over the Keepers. Now, they are completely harmless.
Saren's got enough of a head start. Grab that data file and let's...
The one you call Saren has not reached the conduit. Not yet. There is still hope if you hurry.
You got renegade from that conversation, Randy.
You were rude
right?
to an AI construct, to a VI construct, and you got renegade points. And these Protheans definitely need some weed killer. This cannot be good for your computer equipment to have that much overgrowth.
Or on your stasis equipment. Well, I
Yeah,
guess they're all dead
that's
now.
a concern. Yeah, I suppose. And that's probably why. They need some weed eater.
So there's something
Uh,
terrible going on in the background here because we're still running at 1 FPS. Oh, there's 22 FPS.
This is fun with unscripted programs. Let's keep going.
Do some more Pilates.
I figure if we do a little more workout, maybe the computer will run a little faster.
For all their great
Oh, is your
achievements,
computer out of shape?
Reapers lost everything, just like my people. Even their last plan failed.
Oh yeah, that's great, Tali. Compare yourself to a species that's extinct.
Well, I think their last
Just
plan
like
succeeded, which was give us a chance.
Yeah, well no, she said it's tragic. Like us, they lost everything. And I'm thinking,
Yeah.
I think they lost a bit more than you there, Tali. They lost their species. You lost real estate.
Yeah, and your last plan is the migrant fleet, and last I checked, that thing wasn't blown up. I mean, hell,
Very
if
similar
we
to-
were to fail, I think the migrant fleet would probably be the last refuge against the Reapers.
Yeah, that's true. They'd have a better chance because they can move around and hide. If that thing's scattered, you'd drive the Reapers nuts. You'd probably starve to death before they actually hunted you down and killed you.
Which would probably be all that more preferable to them.
That's true.
If they can kill you without effort, then all the power to you.
Yeah, but my understanding, I mean, call me a noob because I haven't played the second one, is that they're harvesting them, so they'd actually want to find them.
Yeah, but I mean, they can make more too. It's kind of confusing. Okay, here we go. The big... Is this a big ramp?
No, that's
No,
a few rooms
that's
over.
later.
And by
we
rooms,
still have
I
to
mean
go and
highway.
Yeah, so we have to kill more Geth. I know the game designers were thinking, you know, this is a pretty good ending. We got a lot of drama going, but I'm worried the players haven't fought enough Geth yet.
Or run over their giant dogs.
You pinned him. That's a 3 count.
Wow,
That's
that
a win
was-
right there.
That Colossus bugged out when it tried to get up.
So I learned
Just
this
keeps
trick
falling
from one
over.
of the viewers at home. Hopefully, there we go.
You get out and shoot it.
Yay XP.
Stop moving my Mako. I swear, Colossus, if you break my Mako, we're gonna have an issue. Someone told me this was a good idea on the website.
Look at it just jump.
He broke
1000
one of our
XP.
tires.
No, that tire was already broken.
Yeah, that's nice water. That looks like just the kind of thing I'd want to get out and have a gunfight in. Is that brown?
Yeah, apparently like the surface of this planet is bombed out, so that water is, if not radioactive, probably not very healthy to be around.
Next time you get out, taste it and see what it's like.
Yeah,
I'll
that's
let
how
Rex
they do
do
it.
that.
Oh, isn't Rex like immune to radiation anyway?
See if it tastes radioactive.
Why did you shoot way up there?
Now, if this had been a regular shooter game, we would have been sick of the color brown by now. But because this game is not all brown, this is actually kind of refreshing. This is a nice visual change, and not.
There.
It's
And
really
not
just
like
It's incredible.
Oh,
We don't
here
have
we
time
go.
to admire the view. We
The
have to get to
conduit.
that relay, and these Geth aren't going to make it easy on us.
Ooh, cutscene.
Now, instead of a bug ship, like the Geth have bug ships, but I do admit that Sovereign is more crustacean.
Yeah. Well, actually, more squid-like. It does also give you a great sense of scale of Sovereign versus everything else, where it's just
That's
freaking
true.
huge. I love this cutscene.
Yeah, I love seeing the Destiny Ascension take a pounding.
Systems not responding. Abandon the Citadel! Evacuate the Council! Citadel Control! Citadel Control, do you copy?
This is great, the Council. You know, you guys and all your caution. Ultimate result, the galaxy is brought to its knees by a 4-kilometer long cephalopod. Great. Just keep doing what you're doing. I'm sure everything will turn out fine.
Ooh, here we go.
It's like a roller coaster.
Let's not let Seamus anywhere near anything that sounds like a roller coaster.
Well, why not?
Last time he got his hands on a roller coaster, millions died.
That's true, isn't it?
Please begin emergency evacuation.
That's just a statue,
And-
right?
Remember at the beginning of this series when I commented on what a cool statue that is?
Yep. Fuck.
But everybody
yes.
else came through. Everybody else
Take
came
that,
through
you
the conduit.
stupid space car.
Finally
it
managed
breaks.
to break it.
After all the other crap we did to it, I'm not sure why that particular... Like, we've seen it take...
We
bigger
had to
hits
take
than
it to FTL to break it. That's ridiculous. Alright, well, after we kill these husks here...
They sure did
We
work
punched
fast on
them to
making
death.
husks. They were here
Yeah,
for all of,
really.
like, what, 5 minutes? And they're like, nope, husks.
That's why we were dicking around with the Prothean AI. Alright, next episode, we kill Saren. Finally.
Oh, that's a
I beg to
spoiler,
differ.
man. You should have given us a warning on that.